Ah, yes, the sauna. Let's cook ourselves alive in a wooden box because someone thought sweating in extreme heat was relaxing. It's basically paying to feel like a human soup. Who needs comfort when you can simulate a desert experience? Nurses are the living proof that you can spend years in school and still not know how to handle a simple conversation. Watching them try to explain medical procedures is like watching a cat chase its tail, painful and completely pointless. Ever notice how they love to complain about their schedules? No one asked for your life story while getting my blood drawn. Keep your drama, we just want our meds. Bartenders are really just amateur scientists who mix things that shouldn't go together and hope for the best. They're like, look at me, I'm an artist, when all they do is just pour a drink and toss some ice. And the way they chat you up? Sure, buddy, I'm just here for the booze, not your life story. Keep dreaming with your craft. The only thing you're crafting is a headache. Carpenters are just wood wranglers who somehow convinced everyone they're artists. Watching them struggle with measuring tape is like witnessing a squirrel trying to solve a Rubik's Cube, painfully amusing and utterly pointless. If wood could talk, it would probably beg for mercy from these so-called craftsmen. Oh, look! The beach lifeguard, what a fucking simp, spending more time flexing for the girls than actually saving lives. If there's a drowning, don't worry. He'll first check if the girl he likes is watching before he even thinks about jumping in. What a hero. I hate when the clerk doesn't have change and you have to do forced shopping. It's amazing how they can turn a simple transaction into an unwanted scavenger hunt for extra items you never needed. Congratulations, you've just won the privilege of spending more money. What a delightful way to ruin your day. Oh, great. The waiter keeps ignoring me, like they have more important things to do than take my order. Maybe they're training for most unhelpful server of the year, or they just want me to tip them before even ordering. Who knows? Honestly, if you think that hooking up with your therapist is going to be some steamy romance novel in real life, you're delusional. It's probably more like a cringeworthy episode of a bad sitcom, complete with misplaced feelings and a whole lot of regret. Enjoy the emotional turmoil because that's what you've signed up for. When ants take over your home, it's a clear sign that your cleaning skills are about as effective as a floppy disk in 2024. Imagine waking up to a battalion of mini invaders performing a dance on your pillow. It's like they've mistaken your messy bedroom for a colony reunion. Congratulations, you've just become the main attraction in their tiny world. Who knew you were so popular with the pest crowd? Buckle up, it's going to be a sleepless ride. Introverts are like those sad, dusty bookends collecting cobwebs in the corner of a room. They think sipping herbal tea in silence is a personality trait. Their idea of a wild night is yelling at a screen in a video game, while the rest of the world is out actually living. Good luck finding them at a party. They're probably hiding in the bathroom. Ah, software testers, the folks whose main job seems to be clicking buttons and waiting for things to break. Their biggest achievement? Finding bugs that everyone else missed. It's almost like they're click monkeys with the ability to annoy developers. Honestly, who needs them when you can just release a product and let users figure out the mess? Professional snugglers take the cake for the most pathetic and embarrassing job ever. Imagine explaining your career choice to someone. Yes, I get paid to cuddle lonely adults who can't get a date. What a proud moment at family gatherings. Who needs therapy when you can just pay someone to hug you and pretend everything's fine? Truly a noble profession for those who can't find real friends. How inspiring. Veterinarians. The only professionals who make a fortune by telling you your beloved pet is mysteriously fine after charges that could buy a small car. They have the ability to turn your fluffy friend into an overdramatic patient in a matter of minutes. And let's not forget the endless diagnoses that usually boil down to just give them this expensive pill. Honestly, they must be trained in the fine art of making you feel guilty about not spending more. Taylor Swift is the queen of recycling the same old stories in different outfits. It's impressive how she can transform her breakups and dating disasters into chart-topping hits. Her music is the perfect background noise for your cringiest moments. Who wouldn't want to relive their awkward teenage years with a grown woman whining about her exes? Groundbreaking stuff, truly. Funfair car hitters? Seriously? It's like a gathering of people who thought smashing into each other is a fun substitute for actual driving skills. Watching grown adults in those ridiculous cars is just a masterclass in embarrassment. It's the perfect activity for those who can't commit to a real hobby or want to relieve their childhoods in the cringiest way possible. So you turn off all the lights just to save some bills, huh? How clever of you to turn your living room into a creepy cave. I'm sure all those spiders are thrilled about their new landlord. You might save a dime, but you'll probably trip over your own ego in the dark. Enjoy your little candlelit cave while the rest of us enjoy electricity. Oh my God, the landlord is asking for another raise. And for what? A new coat of paint on the crumbling walls. Their logic? Costs have gone up. Sure, buddy. Keep clutching that empty wallet while you pretend we're all living the high life. But hey, at least we get to enjoy those charming amenities like flickering lights and the sweet scent of mold. Wielders. Sounds impressive, right? Too bad it's just a fancy term to refer to people who think they're important just because they can hold something. It's like watching toddlers play with sticks and thinking they're knights. Watching them act all serious while pretending to have skills is more cringeworthy than entertaining. Florists are just flower messengers, pretending they possess some sort of special talent. All they do is play with water and petals. Sorry, but unless you're reinventing the wheel, there's nothing impressive about wrapping a few stems together and slapping a bow on it. Who knew tossing a few stems in a vase could come with such a hefty price tag? Pharmacists. The only profession where standing behind a counter, checking prescriptions, and giving you the same boring advice is considered a career. If I wanted to hear canned responses and be treated like a walking illness, I'd just visit my relatives. It's hard to believe they're not handing out awards for the most monotonous job ever. Bloggers? Oh, you mean the clowns of the internet, juggling half-baked opinions and hope someone finds them funny. Their insights are just recycled thoughts, wrapped in excessive formatting. It's a circus act where no one's clapping, but they keep performing as if they're headlining a show. You've got to admire their delusion. Live TikTok gifts? Seriously? It's like paying for attention from someone who's probably just as lost as their audience. Nothing says, I have a life, quite like giving virtual flowers to a stranger dancing in their bedroom. Imagine thinking that tossing digital coins at someone makes you part of something meaningful. It's like throwing pennies into a fountain, hoping for a miracle that will never come. What an impressive waste of time and money. Oh, great. Here we go with the we're a family nonsense. Nothing screams desperation like trying to bond over memes and group chats. If your alliance needs to pretend it's a family to feel relevant, it's just a gathering of folks who wouldn't bat an eye if you dropped off the face of the earth. Enjoy your massive disappointment. Oh, look at you. A human marshmallow walking through the airport? What a genius plan to avoid luggage costs. Who wouldn't want to endure the discomfort of a human burrito just to save a few bucks? Nothing says, I've made it in life, like looking like you raided a thrift store's clearance rack. The struggles are real. When the burger is a monster, you can't even wrap your mouth around. It's like the restaurant is just challenging your eating skills for fun. You try to take a bite, and suddenly everyone is staring at you in the most embarrassing way. How about you just stick to a normal meal instead of wrestling with a giant meat patty? It's food, not an endurance test.